Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northern Lion Plays the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. We are not doing so hot right now. We have a 1 streak though. I mean, that's better than not having a 1 streak. And we're due for a Samson run. That's about all it's better than. But hey, we're also starting on the basement. Maybe there's a small chance that I won't accidentally die on the first floor like I have been doing a lot lately. Fate 6N, 8M SN. Alright. I can get down with this. Let's get some partying starting here, if you don't mind. The last run ended up actually being amazing, and especially, like, my favorite part of the last run is not necessarily that we got super overpowered or anything, because we didn't pick up any extra special synergies or anything like that, nothing that made the run particularly, like, insane, like a, you know, Monstro's Lung, Piercing Shots, Ipecac, or something like that, you know? Didn't happen. Technology, Spoonbender, you know, stuff on in that vein. It was just like, we're gonna give you, like, a lot of damage up, and then just do what you will with that, and that worked out pretty well, and especially, we got it so early. Like, getting into that Whore of Babylon state early as Eve made the whole rest of the run substantially more comfortable, you know? Now, this is a room that I remember very well from Vanilla, and I think that the best way to handle it is the way that we're handling it right now. The other thing you can do is you can do, like, a little of this. Little bit riskier. Oh, yeah, for reasons that you can see. But hey, at least we demonstrated both ways and explained why one of them is probably not the ideal way. Let's see what our item room is before we take this battery or anything like that. SMB Superfan, not the best stats upgrade, but a stats upgrade. So I like it. I think we will probably go to our curse room right away because I want to go to our curse room and we don't have a deal with the devil to worry about, so red heart damage is not a concern. And by going to the deal with the devil, please, please. By going to the deal with the devil, we will up our damage for the rest of the floor. Particularly this boss fight, where we'll probably get the HP necessary to carry us down to the next floor anyway. Spirit hearts? Pills. Okay, we will explode this one. A little bit of money. Not quite what I was looking for. Okay, Hematemesis scared the shit out of me right there. But we can use Hematemesis constructively. I am taking a little bit longer than I normally do on this floor, but that's okay. Yeah, we could even use it kind of hilariously on that self-sacrifice room, but I'm not intending to do that. I'm more concerned with just keeping myself alive. So I appreciate that key. Without any bombs, it's not like we're going to be able to get anything from our shop on this floor. So let's come back here and see we're fighting Larry Jr. My thinking with Hematemesis, of course, is that, you know, if we get hit, we'll just use Hematemesis and it'll drop a bunch of red hearts on the ground. But our damage bonus is pretty nice. We've been hit 3 or 4 times. At the very least on this floor. Maybe more than that, because we had some of our HP come back to us earlier. Toothpicks. I'll tell you what, with the amount of keys that we have, I'll shoot all this poop hoping for a little bit of money to drop, because that might make it more plausible that I get a Spirit Heart on the next floor, maintain our deal with the devil chances, we'll see. So far, that has not turned out very well, but all we need is 1 nickel. Alright, down to the next floor then. So Hematemesis, we use it when we get hit. It's better to use it if you get down to, we can't do it yet. I was so, like, about to do it, and then I was like, wait, if I take red heart damage through that, then I'll have no chance of getting our deal with the devil. Or a very much diminished chance. That would have been an extremely poor play, but if we take red heart damage, we can do that. But it's better to use it at a half heart if we can, because then, even if we don't get a huge payout from Hematemesis, which is completely conceivable. Tell you what, just give me a sec here. If we don't get a huge payout from Hematemesis, which is completely conceivable, we could still get, the half heart of heal that it would automatically give us. So I figured we'd get that golden key first. I like Odd Mushroom, even in spite of the damage modifier. Like, well, it's not really a negative damage modifier, but like a diminished damage modifier. That should find our Tinted Rock well there, and then it'll give us another key and a Spirit Heart. Alright, this is looking pretty okay now. I tried to race these guys. I would not suggest that in the future. Alright, these guys have bombs. Probably the best thing I can do is get you pushed out from the wall. And then, yeah, right there, right there. If I kill you, push your bomb in there. No secret room. Alright, at least I tried. That was probably the most skillfully I've ever done that, which is sad, considering it didn't even work out, but still. Yeah, damage is pretty good here. I still like Skinny Odd Mushroom, even though it is a damage... well, again, deleterious modifier. Let's just put it that way. Deleterious modifier is also the name of my hardcore math rap band. There's math rock. Why can't there be math rap? I forgot which was like, what genre has math? Math rock. It's a hardcore slint action. Not a hardcore slit action, although that would probably be better for my analytics. I hate this room. There are worse rooms. This room's just kind of a little annoying because these motherfuckers always pop up like in between these pots. Monkey's Paw is absolutely okay. If you asked me what Monkey's Paw did, I couldn't really tell you, except to say, I know it gives you a black heart if you find yourself on half of a red heart, but I don't know if that's exactly how it works. Maybe if it hasn't given you one on that existing room before, I don't know. We'll see. For now, a Monstro fight that's pretty much the most lenient that the game could possibly be to me. Now, if you could give me like growth hormones, that would be fantastic. But mostly the big thing here is the deal with the devil, and we don't have Curse of the Blind on this floor. Seems like we've had Curse of the Blind on our deals with the devil on the second floor a lot recently. It's either that or you have it on Boss Rush. They're both bad. Okay, we get Magic Mushroom, which is even better than I was expecting, pardon me, and we'll totally take Ceremonial Robes. I like when the game makes it very easy for us to maintain our deal with the devil precedent. Instead of having to take Sister Maggie, which is actually better than some of the items we sometimes end up taking, they gave us the opportunity to take an item that gave us HP and also a little damage on top of it, and also Contract from Below for free. This is pretty excellent. Alright, so I would say this run is sitting extremely pretty right now. Now, the extra damage is fantastic. We'll lose a little bit of the damage bonus going down to the next floor, but that doesn't matter because the damage that we've gotten is so good. 2 all stats upgrades already, and the damage modifier from Magic Mushroom may not overwrite the damage modifier. I'm going to go to it right away to get the damage bonus. May not overwrite the damage modifier from Odd Mushroom, Skinny Odd Mushroom that is, but it will certainly compensate for it one way or the other. And yeah, as you can see, we are tearing ass. Is that the expression that I can use here? Contract from Below, also a great utility item for us. Lovely stuff happening thus far. Red chests? Yeah, okay, I like it. Teleport me. Pills, you know, could be good, could be bad. I'm gonna start taking them soon. Not Hematemesis, though. Speed up is fine. Already felt like we were moving very, very fast thanks to the 2 all stats upgrades, and SMB Superfan is no longer a speed downgrade. And I can see forever. Those are 2 good pills. Hematemesis is still so good if we can actually, you know, get 1 more penny and not spend it on this floor. That way we can actually get to a level of money where we can get an arcade on the next floor. Oh, we don't have any bombs. If we had a bomb, it'd be worth it, but it's not a deal breaker either way here. Why did you not explode into bullets? It's like 2 different shades of blue that I get confused with here. Again, we have no bombs. Secret room has a golden key, though, which is pretty nice, and Ludovico technique. Now, our rate of fire is awesome, so this might seem like a bad pickup, but I love Ludo. And our damage is great, and our shot speed is high enough that this feels like it's working quite nicely. Golden keys, so why not? We may actually want to buy Remote Detonator, especially if we can still get enough money to spawn an arcade on the next floor. Like, this Hematemesis play would be awesome, but it would be even better if we could do that and somehow... Whipworm is a shot speed upgrade. That might be great for us. Let's try this. It feels a little better, honestly. Shot speed's a very important stat with Ludo. We're outpacing these guys like crazy. But anyway, if I could get IV Bag, that would be fantastic. IV Bag basically gives us whatever damage upgrade we want on a regular basis. And this is honestly looking like it could be an extraordinarily quick run. Here. There we go. I was pretty close. Deal with the devil? No deal with the devil, but with a chance to get maybe a better tarot card. Yeah, I mean, Bloody Penny probably is better for us than this than the Whipworm. Sorry, that was not a tarot card. Bombs are key. Oh, I don't like it. But a Temperance card. Okay, this is actually perfect, so we can take another pill with us. So we're gonna play the shit out of this, and we have Bloody Penny. Pay out with the IV Bag. I believe in you. I believe in you. This is where we get our IV Bag. We get fat stacks. We're either getting IV Bag or we're getting rich. And again, I'll just save Hematemesis. We lost 1 half heart there. And now we can definitely have a good chance to spawn an arcade on the next floor if this doesn't work out in our favor. But it's looking alright. Still got a decent amount of HP that time. And that's gonna... Yeah, we stayed at pretty much the same amount of HP, but it's slowing down a little bit. But it's gonna pick up. It's gonna pick up. pick up now Hematemesis for another 2 hearts. Come on. I mean, the money's great, but I really, above all else, just kind of value the payout. We should definitely... Oh, that was a stupid loss of a spirit heart there. We should definitely, at the very least, go back to our shop and pick up a key if we can. And we get IV bag. All right. So, do I want Whipworm or Bloody Penny? I think I'm still better off with Whipworm for the shot speed. But maybe I'm better off with Bloody... Actually, Bloody Penny IV bag means I'm definitely better off with Bloody Penny. To the point where I can't actually believe what I just said. Did I just say I should go with Whipworm instead of Bloody Penny in this situation? Am I high? Now we don't need Remote Detonator, even though it's some cheap bombs. Instead... we can come back here and get this, hopefully get some keys. And we're still way ahead of the curve time-wise, which is kind of ridiculous. I found pills. Not that bad. And we'll put one down here, and I think that'll be where we're going to call it for this floor. It's been a fast floor. With Bloody Penny and IV Bag, we should be pretty much able to get the full damage bonus on every floor without touching our Spirit Hearts, which is awesome. Now we have 10 bombs, which is great, but we need skeleton keys in order to go to everything. But money situation's good, and we'll only get better. This is pretty much your ideal situation, I think. It's too bad we didn't have Mom's Purse, because Whipworm would be nice to take with us. It does help us aim our tier better. But for now, we need to play 6 times. But any extra times we can play it is fine. Alright, pretty good. That was 3, 4, 5. Alright, so we only got 5 right now, but that's okay. You can see how big our tier got right there. Just going from room to room. 6. 7. We don't need to count anymore. I'm just doing it for the extra money at this point. It's going to slow us down. I don't think it'll slow us down too much, though. Maybe that's good for now. Decent amount of HP and more than enough money. And we can always just create more money on demand when we need it. What I want to avoid is accidentally taking far too much time. But look at this. This damage is out of control. This is like your ideal Samson run. The Ludovica technique tier just rolls over top of them and they die. We'll go back to that. It really doesn't matter if we pick up Bob's Rotten Head. It'll show up again. Either way. If it wants to show up, it'll just force itself into our game. Oh, this is lovely. Now, you might be saying it would be even lovelier without Ludovico, but I think life's lovelier with Ludovico, to be honest with you. I like it. We're going to find our boss room very, very quickly. Hopefully we find a key in here. I'm going to explore the rest of the floor because I think we have the time necessary to do so. I was hoping that... I don't even know what I was hoping that would be, to be honest with you. Okay, free Deal with the Devil item, followed by probably a Deal with the Devil chance. Yeah, Book of Belial, which is great. And the Krampus fight, which is over. Lump of coal, how does this affect it? It seemed to get bigger. I think it's bigger, like, up to a point on the room, I guess. Yeah, it seems like it starts big, or starts small, and then it expands to, like, the maximum cap that it gets for damage, I guess. So, sure, it's basically a flat damage increase, more or less. Joker? Chaos, ooh. I mean, we're already pretty much one-shotting everything, but this helps as well. Definitely get PhD. Might be bombs or key. I found pills. Ugh. That's okay. We don't need anything else in this floor, so even though we're only at 11:30, I think we're going to go just so we have the best chance possible of getting to boss rush. Wish I could push that golden chest out of there, but it's difficult. The Book of Belial is awesome, but we can get the full Bloody Lust damage on every single floor. Depths XL. Yuck. But we can get the full damage cap on every single floor by using Book of Belial, or sorry, by using IV Bag, and considering we also have, look at the way it's like pulsing back and forth, it's freaking me out. Considering we have Bloody Penny to go along with it, it just seems too good to pass up, especially when we consider that we're pretty much staying at the HP cap the entire time. I'm not sure if that's due to like a luck stat or what, but we can, might as well play this until we get to 99 cents, I guess. Because it's not looking like we're going to stop from an HP perspective. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll see if we get... yeah, that'll be 99 cents and more than enough money. What a staggeringly good item combination we have right here. And that will definitely take us to the HP cap. It's rare to get Ludo runs that, you know, qualify for most damage I've ever had. This is definitely up there, though. So the Chaos card is something that I'll keep and maybe use it against a late-game boss, but I might just want to fight late-game bosses with our tiers, because this is just ridiculous. Now, admittedly, it would be disingenuous to say, hey, you know, show this run to everybody who hates Ludo out there, because Ludo is not the thing that's making this run special, but this is the kind of stuff that you can do with Ludo. It's really... Look at the size of this freaking tier as it grows over the course of the room. I don't even think it has to move to do it. It's crazy. With 99 cents, we're not getting anything out of IV Bag. So, sometimes people are like, hey, you know, Northern Lion, what items have improved from the vanilla release to Rebirth? There are some. Trying to think. IV Bag is definitely one of them, just for this exact purpose right here. Beyond that, though, what's improved? Well, there's definitely a lot that have gotten worse. Like, Luckfoot, for example, has gotten worse. There have to be more that have improved. SMB Superfan's no longer a speed downgrade, but that's pretty minor. Lard is no longer a speed downgrade, I think. That's actually pretty major for Lard. You know, a speed up you can usually handle, even if it is kind of on the negative side. A speed downgrade can be extremely annoying. Why does the tier pulse back and forth? That's what's weirding me out. Maybe it gets bigger oh, you know what? I'm just realizing now. The tier for Book of Belial, or sorry, for Lump of Coal, gets bigger the further away it is from me. So it's not based on time, it's based on distance. Like, check this out. Of course, yes, I'm super excited to have Cricket's Head. Okay, I'll keep the tier there, and I'll just move myself. That's pretty wild. Cricket's Head is an enormous pickup here, and it'll make our tier enormous as well. That is actually really cool. I'm not sure if we'll find a way to, like, really use that information, but it's cool that it exists. What else do we have going on here? We have, like, a number of damage modifiers. But we have to get to our other item rooms. Luckily, we got a skeleton key here, which is great. Mind you, it doesn't really matter whether or not we're standing close or far away from our tier, because it pretty much will one-shot almost anything no matter what. I love Undefined. It did get us killed semi-recently, but I took it. You know, fun-loving Northern Lion isn't dead. Fun-loving Northern Lion's still around. I took it. It got me killed. I took it. Got me killed. I don't think I can take it here just because we already have an absurd run, and the IV Bag is so awesome. I would love it if you could make Undefined passive somehow, but it doesn't really make any sense. Come to think of it. Please pop up. I appreciate that. Pop up again. Pop up again. Pop up again. Thank you. Pop up again. Maybe you could consider popping. Oh, you didn't even get hit there. Don't flatten your face at me, mister. There we go. Definitely will open this. How's our time? 15:23. I will totally fight boss rush like this, by the way. Normally I'm like, oh, if I can get a boss rush item for free, I'll take it. But in this situation, I would welcome the opportunity to fight in the boss rush room. Now we have no more item rooms. Just a shop remaining. Could be a fight against Greed. Doesn't really bother me if it is. Greed will die super quickly. Oh, Pin. Pin, you poor bastard. Good thing I didn't take Whipworm. Might have actually been able to hit him there. Really digging that effect. Okay, so it is Greed. Again, oh well, right? Like, we don't even need the money. We're already at 99 cents. And we're only at 16 minutes, so we definitely are going to be able to get into our boss rush room in time. This Chaos card is like the ultimate overkill. Yeah, it's the most powerful Samson run I've ever had, plus I can one-shot you to death. People are going to be saying, use Unknown. Just use Unknown like a couple of times on this floor. You don't have to take it, just use it. But if I use it and you get your way, I'm going to end up being stuck with it. Not that it's bad, and it's not even called Unknown. It's called Undefined. But I'm trying to just continue with the most fun Samson run I've ever had, alright? Let's just leave it at that. I'm sorry, Gish. Gish is relatively tanky, so that fight feels good. Of course, you got to get Able. One way or another, they're going to give you Able. Damage is acceptable. Nearly dead. Now what we need is, like, bullshit items. Proptosis. If Mom's Knife shows up, I'm not going to take it because I enjoy the weird synergy that we've got here more than I would just enjoy the raw damage. But we'll take Polaroid. Or does Mom's Knife give you a floating knife? I can't remember. But the Pact. Tears upgrade. Don't dislike it. The soul is the best. Where's our tier? Oh, there it is. The soul is the best item here by far. So I'll take it. It's not, like, stupid good, but it is pretty good. It doesn't make you immune to bullets, contrary to popular belief. It makes it harder for bullets to get you. It doesn't make you immune, though. But it's a cool item, so I like picking it up. Not like I'm doing anybody a favor. This is just, like, it's a good item. And it's not like boss rush is really proving to be that difficult. So we'll get another item at the end of this. I would love to get some high damage bullshit. See, like, yeah, we put it over top of an enemy and then just run away so that we do as much damage as possible. Nice try, Gemini. Kind of rhymes. Very sorry about this one, Fistula. Yeah, keep these bombs here as long as is humanly possible. Come on, Monstro. You're not fooling too many people here. Now, the real wave that we have to watch out for is Monstro 2 and Gish, although they'll die fairly quickly, and Mask of Infamy Bloat. Those are the only two that are really that bad for me. So this is Monstro 2, Gish. Oh, that was beautiful. Yeah, stick close together. Be best friends. Gish, I'm very sorry about what's about to happen here. Who's next? This is like Husk. No, Widow Pin. Yeah, that's right. Oh, a little too fast to get straight up killed instantly, but it still went pretty well. All right, this is Hollow Husk. That's what I meant to say earlier. That is some bad damage on my part. It's okay. Shit happens. That was almost a really nice hit right there. So Mask of Infamy should be the easiest kill of all time. If I can find my tier, there it is. We'll just keep it over top of the bloat. I doubt the bloat will teleport too much. Very easy. I think we killed the mask. And then we're dealing with the horseman. Wow, this is incredibly fast. I was going to say, I can't believe that famine almost got through there. Nah, war. We're not going to do that, okay? Just take you out. Get a spirit heart. Probably, it's up there for the easiest boss rush room I've ever had. Shouldn't have stood there, but I didn't think he was going to be able to hit me. Oh, we were like a quarter of a second away. All right, and then the Fallen. I should stand on the other side to do this, but whatever. We could target the more difficult enemies. Oh, no, that's not true, because we were fighting death earlier. Oh, the head must have come through the top instead. Don't touch it. Blank card. Yeah, oh, no, okay. I love IV Bag too much, I'm sorry. As much as awesome as Blank Card Chaos Card would be, throwing a card at an enemy and killing them, I don't find it as exciting as our ridiculous Ludovico power here. Thank God for Contract from Below. That still hurts though, so we gotta be careful about that. We're not gonna be able to easily get the damage bonus, thanks to the HP that I gave up to pick up the Pact, but I still think it'll be pretty easy to get the damage. It just might take a little bit longer on a floor-by-floor basis. Because if red hearts show up, or money shows up, we stand a great chance of being able to use IV Bag. This would actually be one of the very few runs, let's give credit where it's due, where I would love to have Placenta. An item that normally I'm like, ugh, Placenta. Ugh, it gives me HP. Don't give me HP, Mom. I'm a big boy. I don't need it. Now, this would be one of the runs where it's actually kind of worthwhile. Maybe a library in here? Maybe we would have been better off going blank card. Two of spades. Hermit. Lovers. Yes, please. And remember, permanent Polaroid invincibility, unfortunately, doesn't seem to matter with IV Bag. But every time we get, you know, 1 or 2 payouts on these, that works with us. So that should be the damage bonus. We should try to save our HP now. Wow, a spirit heart out of that. Lucky me. Let's get a move on then. That looks roughly the size of the tier. 21 minutes here. It's not going to go down as a, you know, speedrun record or anything like that, but it's pretty fucking powerful. This is a run that I'm very happy to have, and, you know, we got through a fairly difficult part on this streak. Next comes Azazel. That should be, I mean, these characters are normally difficult, not that the past 2 runs have been difficult. And they're not difficult, they're just more difficult than, you know, Isaac. But yeah, we should have a pretty good chance of the Azazel run to stretch it to 3, and then it becomes Lazarus. And if we get through Lazarus, pretty good chance to win as Isaac. Maggie can sometimes be a crapshoot. Sometimes I fuck it up as Kane, as you saw. But, you know, starting a streak on the characters that I find more difficult is definitely the encouraging side. Because then you just got to keep it easier through the back half. Just the worst damage. Spikes just stayed up a little bit longer than I thought. This is not XL, I think, so we should have a decent chance at a deal with the devil. That was extraordinarily extraordinarily easy. And we get a Mom's Knife, Whore of Babylon. I'll tell you what. We're going to leave them both. That is not what I meant to do, but I hit the D key on my keyboard by accident. What I was going to do was pick up Whore of Babylon, then Mom's Knife. And that would put us in the Whore of Babylon state. Oh, come on. That would put us in the Whore of Babylon state, and I think we would have like a Ludovico knife, but whatever. It's a relatively minor thing. Our damage would probably benefit greatly, but, you know, just a one keyboard slip up. I hate that. I think if you leave a deal with the devil accidentally, which is, or even if it's not accidentally, you should be able to leave a deal with the devil and then come back in. As long as you don't leave the boss room that's associated with the deal with the devil. Alright, we need that now. I think our damage bonus is good enough, but this is Hematemesis, which also, we'll just use it. Yeah, and then we can play it a couple more times just to make sure. Would be better to stay at a half-heart interval if possible, but can't always guarantee that. We've got to have played it 6 times by now. At the very least, I would be surprised if we hadn't. Battery means nothing to us. These 2 pills are paralysis. That's not particularly strong. Don't really have much to do on our blood bank. And the Fool card is not what I'm looking for. So we're just gonna, I guess, run pretty much straight to the boss here. I doubt that it'll become an issue. We're gonna be fighting Mom's Heart on this floor. You know, to be honest with you, I would almost give up this Chaos card for an Emperor card. Might sound ridiculous, but the Emperor card is going to save us a lot more time than the Chaos card, all things considered. Wow, contract from below. Coming in the clutch there. We don't need any more money, which is why I'm not going to use IV bag anymore. We can actually use it to gain access to that mob trap room. Ooh. That was almost a little dangerous there. Turned out to probably not be worth it. If they were red chests, I would have gone for it, but whatever. So, 2 more keys. I'll go back for them. They're unlikely to end up being worthwhile. And, you know, sometimes I say, like, hey, you know, if you're watching along at home, don't play this seed. It sucks. This is the opposite. If you're watching along at home, play this seed and play it as Samson, because there is some really good stuff going on here. The Mom's Knife stuff could have been cool as well. Mom's Knife, Whore of Babylon. You know, getting into the territory where I don't know if you'd call it a one-shot, but you could probably kill, like, Blue Baby and Isaac absurdly easily. Soul, this is why I say the Soul's not that amazing. Like, it's pretty good, but it's not going to save us in the clutch there. It's alright. It smells like somebody's... I hope there's not a fire happening in my house right now. It smells like somebody's lighting birthday candles. That's alright. You know, if there's one thing Northern Lion loves, it's fucking birthdays, but... That's not really true, by the way. If there's many things Northern Lion loves... and you really fudge the numbers a little bit, birthdays would make it up there. So I'm going to do this one more time. It cost us a Spirit Heart, but we had 1 more there anyway. And now we're back in the zone where we can start playing this a little bit more often. So we got a few more plays out of that. We're still not going to be at the maximum damage bonus, but we don't really need to be at the maximum damage bonus to make this happen. Still a little salty over that Whore of Babylon stuff in that devil room, but that's okay. In hindsight, I guess it's good that they don't make it so you can actually get back into the devil room after you leave it, even if you don't leave the boss room. Because then you could be like, okay, well, an HP upgrade dropped. I'm going to go to the devil room, take the devil items, then take the HP upgrade. With the way it is now, you have to gamble a little bit. You have to say, oh, I'm not going to take the HP upgrade, and instead, I'll just, in doing that, I'm giving myself maybe less leverage on a deal with the devil, but I can get the HP upgrade when I come out. Sometimes it burns you, sometimes it works. It's all good. For now, all of these enemies have been a pleasure to fight, to be honest with you. Hey, we don't need to necessarily use IV bag all the time. If we just take damage occasionally, that will work fine as well. Very sorry about this one, Death. You pretty much are going to be straight up dick fucked to death. Good enough. Double keys, we're probably not going to need it. We could open that. You know what? I'll open it. What if we get like Tammy's head or something? Can't help but notice that none of these are Tammy's head, but I also can't help but notice we can do that, and that gives us some brief permanent Polaroid invincibility, along with the damage bonus without really compromising our active HP. So you know, straight up, I'm not intending to use my Chaos card to kill Blue Baby or Isaac. I'm intending on using my Chaos card to kill, like, a cage in a double cage room or something like that, because I think that's going to be more annoying, and it's kind of a novel use of it. It might even be more meaningful. Who knows? I'm loving this Ludovico lump of coal interaction, though. I never would have expected that that's how it works. It makes perfect sense, though. And it really highlights, you know, how lump of coal seems to work. If you're further away, lump of coal does more damage. This is just, like, the most obvious way to see that. Kinda cool. Cool science experiment. Whoa! I was like, why is it pulsing back and forth? And I was like, wait a minute, I am moving. Weird. Well, let's keep this amount of HP so that we can use IV bag on the next floor if it's at all possible. Kind of the opposite of lucking out. I'm lucking in right now when it comes to these dead ends. But I don't really mind going to room after room. It doesn't really matter that much. There we go. That's what I'm hoping for. It'll be interesting to see how quickly we can kill Isaac. This is probably the most damage I've ever had with Ludovico. It's certainly up there. And we can get some really cool synergies on the chest if the game is kind to us. Shielded tiers in particular would be hilarious. I can't really notice because I gotta focus on dodging a little bit. But see if you notice like a rate of HP loss change based on how I get, you know, closer or further away from Blue Baby or Isaac. Like, this is just stupid for Isaac to stand right there. What are you trying to pull, dog? Makes my life super easy. Yeah, like even right here, we're getting a big tier out of this. You've made a large mistake there. We'll be heading down to the next floor, and this run will be done in basically no time flat. Yet another quick one. I appreciate that a great deal. Curse of the Lost, relatively meaningless. I'll take this. I won't take anything else. Figured we'd use it on this room just to give ourselves the invincibility here. And our damage is going to be a little shittier, temporarily speaking. I appreciate that you guys are standing still, though. But we're giving ourselves the damage bonus. We need it to pay out 2 out of 3 times. When it pays out 3 out of 3 times, that is nice for me as well. Well, this is the last time we need it, so we can now, if we wanted to, and we probably do want to, we can talk about replacing this. But what are we going to replace it with? The hourglass? I mean, it's like a once every 2 room charge, so it's not that bad, but... I think that's probably enough. I don't know. Maybe we got like a couple more in it. Tier doesn't seem to be getting bigger, but I think it mostly gets bigger like when you go to room to room. Yeah, that seems appropriate. So we'll take the hourglass. I mean, we might as well take Mystery Sack, but we might be able to reroll it. If something that gives us a reroll happens, which is extremely unlikely, but not totally, completely, 100% outside of the realm of possibility. I just walked right over that. There's pretty much no excuse for that one. Good stuff, though. This has been one of my favorite runs, actually. Feels good. You know, I'm going to use IV Bag just to put us in permanent Whore of Babylon, or permanent Polaroid Invincibility. Wrong permanent. By putting ourselves in the permanent Polaroid Invincibility states, we will be permanently invincible every time we take damage, which is, come on, probably more meaningful than the extra full red heart that we probably are not looking to really get a chance to use anyway. I picked that up by accident, didn't I? Yep. Well, let's handle it this way then. We'll do the same thing. Oh, and I did it again. All right. Getting a little silly here. Pop that down. Maybe don't pick those up for once. Ah, double adversary. I'm actually interested to see if I can kill one of you before you even do your brimstone shot. Yeah, that's pretty nice. And considering they're slowed, we can probably get away with saving our Chaos card for a more difficult room. He was about to fire. I could have easily been hit there. Double Dark One. Not really that bad. Just make sure you're standing outside of the fire zone of the other one. Kind of shitty synergy for the chest, but, you know, it's the thought that counts. I'd rather have shitty synergy on the chest and enjoy the rest of the run. Ah. We killed one of the cages with our Chaos card. might be considered a little bit of a waste, but I don't think it's that exciting. You just walk up to a boss and be like, "Tonk, you're dead." It's kind of funny, but you know, we've done it enough times that I think honestly it was kind of worthwhile to do it right there. For now, it's always nice. That's like the final threshold for damage. Well, like one of the final thresholds for damage. If you can kill War and have him not even have the opportunity to be in his like running state, that's a good sign for you. I guess our luck stat probably wasn't that good. We're not really getting many drops in terms of chests at this point, or even extinguishing fires really quickly. That might just be a Ludo thing in general, though. There's an item that's been on my mind all the time. Ludo. That's a little Phil Collins reference. Great stuff. We're both bald and Australian, so I gotta stand up for him. I don't really want your HP, so you can take it and shove it. I mean, we could do something with lard, but it's kind of meaningless at this point, right? You get more bragging rights for winning with less HP. It gives you more points in the Isaac bracket. Ooh. Good. We've got to be getting close to the end now. This is just getting ridiculous. Didn't even kill that pestilence there. He was about a quarter of a second away. That gave time for the creep to dissipate. Sure, that's what I was doing. This is a room where I could do with a slow, honestly, and we'll just go over to this side. Don't ever jump in my general direction again. Get away from me. Get away from me. That was a terrible way to handle that fight. I'm digging this room, though. The second phase of these guys is the most annoying, but they instantly go from 3rd to 0, so that's alright in my book. Possible. I'd like to take out both these guys at the same time, but unfortunately our tier is not quite that big. Maybe if we got Proptosis. Although Proptosis would be interesting because we'd be trying to push the tier closer to get it bigger, and then it would get bigger when it got further away, but it would get smaller when it got further away because of Proptosis, but bigger because of Lump of Coal. It would be a very unusual situation. It would be absurd, you know? It would be interesting. In the meantime, this room, not really that bad, just kind of tedious. Lots of enemies. I mean, we don't really have any other means of attacking, so you might as well just kind of get over here. We can just get both of them at the same time. Makes my life easier. No chests. I thought we deserved a chest there, but the game clearly felt differently. That's okay. This room hard counters us. We got to be a little careful now, but we do still have that lard pickup. You know, we've got HP around if we want it. Don't chase me. Yeah, you are. You're in for a rough time. Your range doesn't even reach me, so that makes your life even harder. Finally, we have found what appears to be our boss room, and we can win the game. And we should win the game. This should not be that much of a problem. Those shots won't even be able to hit me thanks to the range. We will just stand over here and, you know, we'll mix it up on occasion when Blue Baby gets wise. Man, the Hourglass actually doing good work for us here. We can move. When you move, I move. He is dead. That was a really fun run. I hope you guys enjoyed that run. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching. Your support means the world to me, and I'll see you next time.